First, we have Maddie Westmoreland. She's joining us, and you can ask your questions for Maddie first.
Yeah, Maddie, in that second game, you're really the lone veteran in the lineup. What did you like about some of those young players and some of those underclassmen getting in there and getting some experience?
Oh, I loved it. I was so excited to watch them play. I think that we all had so many great pieces coming together, from JC being selective and having a great walk, Kennedy with the bomb. I thought that we had freshmen in the infield that did really well as well. So it was so exciting to watch.
And I guess in the second game, from your perspective, and what'd you like from watching Missy in the circle?
She just has a fire. She's so exciting, and her little fist pump just is so fun to watch. But I just love watching her play. I love supporting her and cheering her on. I think that she pitched really well today, and I also think that Morgan did a really good job stepping in. So I thought they both came together really well.
Yeah, and last one for me, how good is it, especially the first 2 weekends in College Station, Fayetteville, how good is it to be back at home, and not just at home today, but for the next, I think, 17 games?
Mm-hmm. There's really nothing like home. I mean, being here is just the greatest feeling. I mean, either way, it's a game, and we're going to play our best. But, I mean, being at home, it's just awesome. We just really enjoy being here and having our fans and our family and friends to have the opportunity to be here. So it's a fun time.
I mean, what was the mood after that first game? I mean, clearly able to bounce back, and I know you were not in the lineup then, but I mean, what was the mood in the dugout following that game? Just the way it ended for you guys.
I think we were just ready to get on to the next one. I think with our team, what we really focus is moving forward and next pitch, next inning, next game. So for us, we were just ready and had a couple minutes to refresh and get back at it. So I think we were just ready to get at it again.
You just mentioned the long stretch here at home. How important was it to end on a high note today going into the weekend? And like you said, the next basically the rest of the month here at home.
I think it was great that we did end on a high note. I think that, like I said before, we're always looking for the next game, the next moment. So it was great for us to get that win now that we're looking to reflect and then get back at it this weekend.
Any more questions for Maddie? All right. Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
And Coach Ward is going to join us in a second. Okay, so we're going to actually just start with like an opening statement, thoughts about the game from Coach Ward.
Oh, we are. Okay. Wonderful. It's nice to finish on the note that we finished on there with that last game. I was really pleased with people who haven't been given as many opportunities, the way they came out and they played fearlessly. So I was really proud of that. Missy threw a really great game. Just those last two hitters, but man, she's gonna take care of that in the future. So I'm not worried about that at all, but also really pleased with how Morgan came in and shut the door for us. So it's nice to have Morgan in that role right now and her building confidence every single time she goes out there to be able to get that done for us. But overall pleased with the way we finished. And, I like the way we swung the bats the first game. So it's nice to see a little bit of power from us. We see that all the time in practice. So it's nice to actually just see it in the games, but some positives for sure throughout the day.
Coach, you mentioned the opportunities there. Was that planned in that second game, or was that what you guys were going to do going into that second game?
Yeah, that's a great question. That was predetermined. So we kind of gave them a heads up going into the first game that we were going to make some changes that second game, regardless of how the outcome was. So like I said, I think I said this a couple weeks ago, but someone had asked me if we're going to keep like just mixing up the lineup and mixing up, opportunities and stuff. And the reality is the disparity from 1 to 22 is not that far off. So, we were really the first few weeks really going with some of the returners who, have a lot of experience. But I don't think there's a drop off with anyone else. So I really wanted to make sure, especially during this home stretch, that we're able to see what we have with everyone. I mean, we get to see it in practice. And like I said, they're really close. They're neck and neck in a lot of places. So it was nice to be able to get them that opportunity here at home.
What do you think of the new faces that were able to get the runs across the board there early on and have that early success, especially maybe for Kennedy as a freshman getting that first career home run?
Yeah, that's exciting. That was super exciting for Kennedy. And that's something she shows in practice. It's so interesting. Every time we're in a competitive environment, she rises to the occasion. So that's something that we've learned about her through the inner squads. So it's not surprising, but it's freaking awesome. So I was really proud of her.
And you mentioned the power in the first game. I mean, clearly there were a lot of strikeouts as well to go along with that, but you had to be happy with when you guys were able to connect. I mean, you certainly did your part with the bats in the ball game to give yourself a chance to win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously we want to cut down on those strikeouts, but that's all part of the process. I'm pleased to see us making more consistent and harder contact, and we'll continue to understand the zone a little bit more as we go. And there's something to it where we have to understand and work through whoever the umpire is behind the plate at that time as well. We have to learn his or her zone as well, and we've got to make adjustments to that. But the pitcher that we faced, she was a solid pitcher. She's done a really nice job this year, and she's got I think she was only freshman. She's got a nice career ahead of her. But the fact that we were able to find ways to win when it counted in terms of at bats, I thought that was really good. I mean, obviously we lost the game, but our at bats got better, and we were able to come through and score the runs that we needed to give ourselves the best opportunity.
Coach, in that game one, those last couple of innings, what would you pin the loss on?
I'm not pinning the loss on anything. It's a team effort. So we got to get better to close the door, but we're not pinning the loss on anything. Every win we have is a team win. Every loss we have is a team loss. So I'm not pointing the finger at anyone except myself.
And as a coach, how good was it for your first time out here at Rocky Johnson, getting that win out of the way from the home fans?
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves playing at home, no matter where your home is. And this is our home, and this is a great ballpark to play in. I think we definitely have a home field advantage anytime we have any type of elements of wind or anything like that, which wasn't really strong today, but it is. We know how the sun plays, we know how the wind plays, so it's really nice to be here. And then, even with the limited fans we had due to protocols and stuff, so nice to play in front of, our home crowd.
I guess looking ahead to the weekend, could you just give us some thoughts on those 4 games? I know you're worried about yourself and everything like that, but I know how it works. But I mean, could you give us some thoughts on the weekend?
I just think we have a really good opportunity to really get on a roll here. So playing at home, getting a chance to cut out the logistics of what we need to do and in terms of traveling and things like that. I just think we have a really good opportunity to get some steam here going into conference. So not only this weekend, but here on out, I think we're in a good spot to really start putting these pieces together and seeing the fruits of our labor.